Welcome to this SnapEd New York video presentation.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily. I'm one of the nutrition educators for Snap Education. Today we're going to learn about the pros and cons of using fresh, frozen, and canned fruits and vegetables. Then we're going to make some black bean and veggie quesadillas together. And then hopefully by the end of today's lesson you all will know how to eat more fruits and vegetables more easily by using them in their canned, frozen, and fresh forms in some classic dishes. So let's get started.
To begin, let's take a look at MyPlate. MyPlate offers ideas and tips to help you create a healthier eating style that meets your individual needs and improves your health. It shows us the 5 food groups we should eat every day. These 5 food groups are grains, protein, fruits, vegetables, and dairy. Let's take a look at our recipe today to see how the ingredients fit into the MyPlate guidelines. Today, we are making black bean and veggie quesadillas. We will be using whole wheat tortillas, which are a grain, black beans, a protein, corn, spinach, and zucchini, vegetables, and cheese, dairy. It's important to eat from each food group every day because all food groups provide important nutrients that help us live active, healthy lives. For example, all the vegetables and whole wheat wraps in this recipe provide us with fiber to keep us regular and full. The spinach gives us vitamin A for our eyes. The black beans gives us protein to build and repair tissues. The zucchini provides vitamin C for our immune health, and the cheese gives us calcium to build strong bones. Not one single food group can provide everything we need to be healthy. So it's important to eat from all 5 food groups. Now, let's look at the different forms of fruits and vegetables.
So, there's not a best form of fruits and vegetables. Each has its pros and cons. Today we will be using fresh zucchini and spinach in the quesadillas. You can see on this list that fresh produce can cost less when it's in season, but it might cost a little more when it is not in season. For example, our zucchini and spinach might be a good price today, because it's just about to be their season in May, but in winter months, they might cost more because they're not in season. Frozen foods are another form of produce that are good because they can be purchased year-round. However, they have a different texture than fresh produce and could have added sugar or salt. So just try to choose frozen produce that has no added salt or sugar. Canned foods are also great. Today we will be using canned corn. Canned fruits and vegetables are nice to have because they can be used for up to 4 years after you buy them. However, like frozen fruits and vegetables, they might have added sugar, salt, or fat. So try to buy canned fruit in 100% juice and rinse canned veggies to get the salt off.
Alright, so it's pop quiz time! Let's see how well you know the pros and cons of fresh, frozen, and canned fruits and vegetables. I'll read a question and you will have 10 seconds to answer. After 10 seconds, I'll tell you the correct answer. Get ready! What is the best form of fruits and vegetables to buy? Is it A, fresh, B, frozen, C, canned, or D, they're all good? Alright guys, you guessed it. The correct answer is D. They're all good. There's no best form of fruits and vegetables to buy. Each has its pros and cons. Now we're going to get back to the recipe. Today we will be making these delicious black bean and veggie quesadillas. The meal costs about $2.50 per serving and makes enough for 6 people. This recipe contains canned black beans. They're a star ingredient today because 1, not only do they cost $1, but they also add a lot of protein to the quesadillas, are low in saturated fat, and contain vitamins and minerals like fiber, folate, potassium, and calcium. Canned black beans are a great, less expensive alternative to meat protein sources.
So I just want to let you guys know before we start the recipe that I've already washed my hands for 20 seconds with hot water and soap. And I already have washed off the zucchini and spinach that we'll be using the recipe to avoid the spread of any germs.
So for today's black bean and vegetable quesadillas, you'll need 1 can of black beans, no salt added, 2 medium zucchinis, 1 bunch of spinach, or about 4 cups, 1 can of corn, 4 ounces of low-fat cheddar cheese, a tablespoon of canola oil and a pinch of ground cayenne pepper, about a tablespoon of water, a little bit of ground black pepper, and 6 whole wheat flour tortillas.
So, we open our can of black beans, and the first step in this recipe is to drain and rinse the beans in a colander. As I stated before, this process helps to remove any added salt that is on the beans. The next step is to take our 2 washed zucchinis and cut them into thin slices. First, remove and discard both ends of the zucchini. Then, use the bear claw technique to slice the zucchini. Curl all your fingers in the thumb of your non-knife hand like you're imitating an angry bear. Your fingertips should be perpendicular to the surface of the food, with your fingernails acting like a shield. With your fingers in this position, you have much less risk of serious injury than if you were holding the food with the pads of your fingers. If the knife slips while you're in this position, it will only hit against your hard fingernails. For another, possibly easier way to cut the zucchini, you could first cut it in half, as shown in this picture. Next, flip the zucchini over so the halves are lying flat on the cutting board. This way, they won't roll around. Now you can cut strips lengthwise in each half. Finally, you can cut the halves again so that you will now have bite-sized pieces like shown in this picture.
Next, add in the corn and the spinach. In place of the spinach or zucchini, you could also use up leftover cooked veggies like collards, squash, or even bell peppers. After the veggies have cooked, add the black beans. This is now the perfect time to involve your kids. Have them step in to mash the beans. This is a fun way for them to learn some cooking skills too. Lastly, just to add some flavor, season with black pepper. Then, you just add the veggie mixture to some whole wheat tortillas and top with your low-fat cheddar cheese. Make sure to compare labels for sodium and saturated fat and look for no trans fat when selecting whole wheat tortillas.
So here we have the final meal of the black bean and veggie quesadillas. I hope you all look forward to adding more fresh, frozen, and canned fruits and vegetables to your favorite meals. However you make your next quesadillas, I really hope you enjoy them.
It starts with just one small change, and we are here to help. Thank you for joining us today. We know the healthy choice isn't always the easiest choice, but small changes can make a big difference. Start today by getting involved with SNAP-Ed New York. The program is free for those who qualify or receive SNAP benefits. We want to help you save time, save money, and eat healthy. Learn how SNAP-Ed can make a difference in your life. For more information and to find your local program, visit snapedny.org. This material was funded by USDA's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. This institution is an equal opportunity provider.